Hey YouTube, welcome back to another Zittle Farms YouTube video. On today's video, we're going to be going over on which way is fastest to cut these IBC totes. We finally got 4 of them here. I've been wanting to get them for our firewood storage. There's a bunch of videos out there on how much time it saves you on storing it in these, so then you just move it around, touch it twice or so from splitting it to then burning it. So there's other videos on how to cut them. Let's see which way is the fastest. We have 3 tools here: angle grinder, reciprocating saw, and a jigsaw. I'm going to cut these a little different than normal. Most people cut like the top half of one side off, but I did some research and I saw somebody else do it where they cut the bottom portion off. When you think about it, when you're stacking the wood, you don't need any support this way. So when we go to dump these into the dump trailer, it's not getting caught up by the bottom part. It just slides out from the bottom, and then what's on the top goes down and slides out. I think that'll be a lot more efficient and easier on the totes, because you see people dump the totes in and then they got to flip it around and whatnot. We'll see, trial and error. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. I thought we were going to be doing a plowing video today, but it was a bust. We only got about 2 inches of snow here in Northern Virginia. But let's get to these IBC totes. All right, so like I said in the intro, we're going to cut the bottom portion off here. So I'm thinking here, I'm going to leave this, I'm going to cut at the bottom here. That way it gives it a little more support rather than just this bar. I know people are going to probably say, oh, it's going to be harder to stack the wood. I think it might only take a couple more minutes. We can put this on the forks, have it high, and we can stack it chest high or whatever, and then get the top from the top. So let's cut this part out, and then when you think once that's removed and we want to dump it, it just slides right out. Maybe the couple on the side here, we'll keep that there, and it might get stuck, but once you jiggle it around, it should be all right. So first up is the reciprocating saw. Let's see how long it takes.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are, mysterious. That's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow, mysterious. That's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious.
That was pretty fast. What was that? Minute, 10 seconds or so? So, kind of get the gist here. So we can still stack it in here, and then we can lower the skid steer down and then stack it from the top. But then when we go to dump it, it just comes right out. I think I'm gonna really like this way after doing all my research. All right, next up, we're gonna use the jigsaw.
Maybe you should take it slow.
All right, next up is the jigsaw. Let's see how this goes. All right, next up is the jigsaw. Let's see how this goes.
Dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
All right, next up is the jigsaw.
We are reaching for the stars.
All right, next up is the jigsaw. All right, next up is the jigsaw. So I don't know if you saw that. I tried a different blade. This is already bending this one, and it just keeps popping off. I'm putting it in correctly. This is just taking too long. All right, let's try the angle grinder now. The reciprocating saw works so good, so I'm just gonna do the bottom one. So if it's not as clean and fast as a reciprocating saw, we'll try this and go from there. I'm gonna go back to the reciprocating saw. This is loud and not as clean at all. So let's finish up the job. A lot cleaner. This was the angle grinder and then the reciprocating saw. All right, so the reciprocating saw is the winner. That's what I figured would be the best option, but when I Googled how to cut IBC Tote, somebody did a jigsaw. I didn't even think of that, and when I looked at their video, they actually never showed them actually cutting it. They just said, this is how you do it, but never showed it. I hope this video has helped you out. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Let's see how these totes work out this way. We got a bunch of wood over here that I just cut up. And I've been waiting for the IBC totes to cut these up, or split these. So we'll get those things loaded up. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you on the next one.